Yesterday, Justin Muturi Public Service CS badly attacked Ruto's government over the recent waves of abductions. DCI has so far invited the CS to record a statement on the same. But before we have a look at the statement coming from the DCI, let me start by asking this simple question. Is Justin Muturi adding any serious value in William Ruto's government? Is he adding any serious value? The answer is a very big no. He's not adding any serious value. And because of that, William Ruto should move with speed in sacking Justin Muturi before Muturi resigns. Because yesterday's remarks by Muturi clearly confirms he might be thinking of a possibility of resigning. So before he resigns, William Ruto has to move with speed in sacking him. If Ruto allows him to resign, an impression will be created that Ruto's government is too unpopular to appoint cabinet secretaries, are resigning, they are running away. And that will augur very negatively for William Ruto's government. So Ruto has to sack him before he resigns. Let's have a look at the press release coming from the DCI. National Police Service, Directorate of Criminal Investigations, press statement for immediate release. Update on status of investigations on cases of abductions in the country. Further to the Inspector General's update on cases of abductions dated January 6, 2025, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations DCI takes note of today's sentiments by the Cabinet Secretary for Public Service, Performance and Delivery Management of Kenya, Honorable Justin Bedan Muturi, who has expressed a sense of despair on the outcome of investigations on abductions. We wish to reassure the public that most of the abduction cases that were reported to the police have been successfully investigated and are now pending before court. And investigations into the current cases will be no exception. The alleged case of abduction involving CS Justin Muturi's son is active before DCI Kilimani, considering that only the son volunteered to record a statement. We wish to invite CS Muturi and any other person with information on the incident to record statement with the DCI Kilimani. The DCI has so far opened several inquiry files that are at various stages of investigations, and the same will soon be forwarded to the ODPP upon conclusion of investigations. We continue to appeal for support from the members of the public who may be having any information that can assist in the investigations to share the same with us in confidence. The DCI reaffirms its steadfast commitment to ensuring that all abduction cases are thoroughly investigated and the culprits brought to book. John K. Marete, for Directorate of Criminal Investigations, January 12, 2025. So the DCI is inviting Muturi to go record statement on some allegations he made yesterday. The question is again, why now? Justin Muturi's son was kidnapped last year, 2024. Why is DCI inviting Muturi to record statement this late? I want us to understand what's happening here and why I strongly believe that the DCI is clearly getting it wrong. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. That's a very wrong move coming from the DCI. Muturi spoke yesterday, and immediately Muturi spoke, DCI invited him to record a statement. And it might be possible that DCI will not follow up on the invite for Muturi to record a statement. We saw that sometimes back when Brigadier Gachagua made some allegations. He was invited to record a statement, but I don't know how the whole thing ended. So DCI, this government is not serious on some of their pronouncements. They invite somebody, but they don't follow up. So it's creating an impression that they are just playing politics. Muturi spoke yesterday. We are seeing DCI inviting him. So it's creating that impression that there are no serious investigations being done by DCI, but DCI is just playing politics. I've always maintained that a government has to be serious for it to be taken serious. Ruto's government has not been serious, and more so on the issue of abductions. Why abduct people and then you release them? A government has to be serious. If you abduct, don't release. Because abducting and then you release, you are just hardening the individuals who are abducted. And it's also creating an impression that the government is toothless. The worst it can do is just to abduct and then release. So more government critiques will come up because after all, they know they'll just be abducted, they get some public sympathy, and then they are being released. And the moment they are being released, they are already heroes. So more Kenyans might be tempted to rebel because the government is not serious. But then again, why must a government that sought to uphold the rule of law abduct? Why can't it not just arrest and then arraign the culprits in court? It shows clearly that there are some individuals in this Ruto's government that are either out to sabotage him or William Ruto himself is sabotaging himself. Yes, he's sabotaging himself. And that can also confirm that the gods might have conspired to destroy William Ruto. William Ruto does not know what he's doing. A government cannot abduct while it has all the instruments of power. It has numbers in parliament. If the government feels that some laws cannot allow it properly execute its mandate, it can use the numbers it has in parliament to panel beat those laws. If there is a vacuum in the law, Ruto can use the numbers he has in parliament to at least panel beat or to seal those loopholes. But going on to kidnap, that's showing the government is rudderless. I've always maintained, and I repeat, William Ruto's government is collapsing because Ruto is very desperate for the mountain vote. That desperation is what is creating this impression that his government is collapsing. The moment is being seen as desperate for the mountain vote, and then as he reaches out to that mountain vote, the mountain is rebelling. That is also creating an impression, even to areas that wanted to embrace Ruto, that this is a government that is collapsing. And that can make also those areas to rebel, to be reluctant of joining Ruto's government. When some ODM leaders were given jobs in Ruto's government, there was goodwill in ODM strongholds. We saw celebrations in Nyanza, Western, and at the coast. Those were signs of goodwill. William Ruto ought to have built on those goodwills to create an alternative voting bloc to that of the mountain. But it appears William Ruto is squandering that chance by still attempting to give jobs to some people coming from the mountain. While we know the mountain already is overrepresented in Kenya Kwanza government, William Ruto's desperation to continue giving jobs to the mountain creates this impression that is very disparate for the mountain. A mountain that is very, very elusive. So at the end of the day, as William Ruto tries to retain the mountain and he tries to reach out to ODM strongholds, he'll end up losing both. Mtaka yote, ukosa yote. So Ruto has to make a decision. Does he want to go with the mountain or does he want to go with this other team of Raila Odinga? One thing I know for sure, Raila's team and the mountain, they'll never go together. So Ruto has to make a choice. Is it the mountain or these other Kenyans? That's a choice William Ruto has to make. And even before I conclude, let me also say that William Ruto should now stop making unnecessary promises. It's all these promises he has been making that have created this film that is a liar. So he has to go back to the drawing board. Let him do things the opposite of how he has been doing them. Let him start doing things the opposite because it's clear he has been doing things the wrong way. So let him start doing things the opposite. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.